when I copy it, it'll be a copy paste and put it into my bio. So when I'm actually looking at my bio, that's how I was able to get it to where it's taking up multiple levels. You guys see how that takes up a lot of space? There's a lot of white space. There are emojis in there to kind of draw the eye. I've got it kind of spaced nicely, and that's using almost 150 characters, okay? And at the very bottom, I like to just straight up be direct with a call to action. Click below, and that goes to my link, right? So for this one, I'm targeting people in, in that same sort of niche, right? But this is my benefits, so I've got my benefits to them. I know that if they're hanging out on hashtags like, fat loss journey, right? Who would post a picture and put up a hashtag fat loss journey? Somebody on a journey for losing some fat, right? So then if they see that notification from me, Better by Brian, I'm smiling, I look like somebody that they want to talk to, they come look at my profile, and I'm talking about, hey look, fat loss. Maybe they see some of my pictures, and on one of my pictures I'm talking about weight loss. I've got a little side-by-side, a transformation picture or something. You guys following that?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy, right? So what is your niche? What was your name also?
Dave.
Dave? Oh, Brian. Nice to meet you. So Dave, you've got Dave. Oh, Dave Johnson. Okay, cool. So pictures. Tell me about your business. You take.
Photographer.
You're a photographer.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. So you've got 3,000 followers, and how did you get those followers?
Probably mainly off of Facebook, I think.
Okay, so they were Facebook friends of yours that came over?
They just went over, yeah.
Okay, awesome, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. And you're looking to use Instagram to grow a following of people interested in photography so that they can hire you, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that?
Well, actually, I have like several sites, but I want to go into photography for Facebook, but also sell cars. So I want to focus on just vehicles.
You said you sell cars, or you want to take pictures to help people sell cars?
No, I sell cars.
You sell cars.
So
Okay.
I want to make my Instagram account a car account.
Okay, so you can have multiple Instagram accounts. So
What is that
we'll
one?
say not the photography one then.
Yeah.
You want to grow cars, and so you want to target people looking for new cars, used cars, some kind of
Yes.
in the market to buy some cars.
Yes.
Okay. And have you had that for a while? That business for a while? Okay. So you know how to target them, or you know who the person is that you're going for?
That I don't.
Don't know that. Okay. That would be something I can show you here in a second. So what you would want to do then is with Instagram, you can be a business and be pretty personable. But I think if you're being a person and then having a business behind that, it kind of works better with Instagram. Right? If you think about, if Oprah had a car company, she'd lead with Oprah. And then you're like, hey, and I sell cars. Right? Like it would be, an extension of self. And so Instagram is a good platform for that. I find that to be very effective. There are brands out there that are already known and some that aren't known that are able to get things out there even though they're not a person. So it's not necessary. It's not like a requirement. But are you pretty in your brand for selling cars? Are you like the star of it, or are you a big part of it, or not a celebrity?
2 or 3 a week, but I want to sell 2 or 3 a day.
Okay. Okay. I like that. All right. Cool. So that's the bio. This is important. When you go to this big button, if you're looking at your profile, there's a big edit your profile. Or if you click the top 3, there'll be an option to where you can edit your profile. And you'll see this information right here, these confusing arrows. But where it says name, that shows up right here in bold. And so right below that, I want that to be like your tagline, some kind of benefit to them, some reason that's really going to help them. You can make it your name if you want. That's what they suggest. But I see that as like, this is prime real estate right here. This is the message I want to send to my, I get 150 characters. This is like an extra 20 that I want to use. I don't think you can put emojis in those. I actually haven't tested that. I'm kind of curious. But that would be good. People don't actually see this when you send them a notification. So in order to reach out, you're going to be sending people notifications in the form of a follow, a like, or a comment. Okay? A follow, a like, or a comment. So if one of your target market gets a follow, a like, or a comment, this little thing pops up right here, and they're like, oh, I got some notification. A little dopamine goes off in the brain. They're feeling good. They click on it, they see your face, and they see this username, right? They don't see your name yet. Okay, so that is like what you have to, that's the first step, to get them to go from being interested in cars to seeing your face and your username and clicking on it to get to this page. So the first thing is you need to have a picture that pulls them in and a name that pulls them in, right? And by them, I mean specifically the people you're trying to talk to, your target market. You have a question, Shayla? All right, cool. So yeah, that's how that works. So make sure that these are the way that they are, right? And then that'll have, for your one website, this is the one link you have. You can have it as a blog, you can have it as a YouTube channel, you can have it as your Facebook channel, or if you have like a lead capture page, that's a good one for a lead capture page too. I probably generated maybe 6,000 leads or so for a network marketing opportunity from sending people directly from this to a capture page where they land on the page and it's very, very similar to what I say here, and it asks them for an email address. And so they put in their email address and it takes them to the next step. So that's a good way to get leads if you go for a capture page there. You may just want to test it. Just kind of mess with it, whether you want to have a capture page that soon, or if you want to send people to more of your content, if you have a blog or a website or something like that. All right, so this is what I was saying a little bit, the notification. Notice what's shown. You got the profile picture, you've got your username, not the name, and then if there's a comment, the comment pops up. So of these, I'm just curious, what jumps out to you like right away? Ashley, which one pops out to you first?
The girl with blonde hair.
There you go, so the blonde hair girl. So she is taking up the most real estate. She sent 2 things in there. So right away, if I click on my heart and I see who liked my stuff, and I see who liked my stuff, I see that she's got the most real estate. So sending a like and a comment, you're going to take up more space, right? You see how that could be useful? Sending, the more notification you can send, the more space you're going to take up in their notifications that they're going through, the more likely they are to see your face and your name. And then the fact that she commented on it made me also want to read, right? Because nobody else commented on anything in this page. So I can scroll up and down and see more, but that struck out, right? So she stands out, and I'll tell you, when I saw that, she said, check out my page, I had psoriasis, now it's totally gone. I clicked on that and I did look. You know, so of these, she's actually the only one that I did click on. So that's your first impression, right? This is you meeting somebody, saying hi, you know. I'm the new US project, and here's what I look like, and here, you know, I've left you a little comment. And so if you can interact and engage and leave this information for people, they're likely to see your profile. And then again, if you have a good bio and pictures in there that resonate with them, they're likely to want to follow you. You see how this could work for both businesses? So hashtags. For this one, I'm just going to show you instead of trying to do a bunch of screenshots. I just pulled it up. Got this cool thing here. Okay, so for hashtags, let's go with you said weight loss in a clinic, right? So if I come over here to this one right here, that little search button, I'm going to click on that, and I can see these are the top ones. So this is just going to give me some suggestions, or actually no, these are ones that I've searched. Then there's people, tags, and places. And so if I put in here, you know, weight, let's go with weight loss. So here's the top people, and you'll see that hashtag right there is the top one too, weight loss journey. So if I click on weight loss journey, here's 17 million people who have posted a picture of them almost naked and said hashtag weight loss journey. So they're on a journey, and if you're selling weight loss, you know that these people could possibly want some help, right? And so all of a sudden they see, you know, natural weight loss with Aaron, liked one of their posters and you know, one of their pictures and commented on there saying, you know, hey, keep going, this is great transformation, or whatever kind of comment you want to leave, and followed them, they get 3 notifications here. So let's see if anybody did it. So this one, she got 2, but imagine if you liked a couple of their pictures, and commented on more than one picture and took up this entire screen, right? You think they'd be more likely to see what you're all about and say, let's see if I just kind of skim really quickly, nobody's really done it. And then they got suggested things for me. So that's kind of how hashtags work. So when you've got hashtags, there's two things that you do with hashtags. You use hashtags to target, right, to find your target. And, I got weird. So you've got hashtags to find your target, and then you also have hashtags to be found, okay? So of these 17 million posts on this one, a lot of traffic comes to this hashtag, right? With 17 million pictures on there, there's a lot of people that will click on that hashtag. In fact, here's a story on the hashtag. So if I click on that little top thing, this little thing right here, this is actually the Instagram story that somebody used hashtag weight loss journey on. And so it'll just grab random ones, and it'll show you all the people that have hashtag weight loss journey, and they're delivering their messages. Okay, so it also says here some related ones. So this is a good way to do hashtag research, so keyword research. If you're going to go into people trying to, on their weight loss journey, you also see losing weight, you see up at the top weight loss motivation, my weight loss journey, weight loss goals. So those would be more people that are on that hashtag. And so if you can interact with these people, they're likely to see your notification, and if your picture makes sense to them and your name makes sense to them and pulls them in, they're going to take a look at your profile. So the actual metric, like the mechanism for how this works is pretty straightforward, right? You guys kind of following it? Simple? You have any questions so far? Make sense? Even for the social media hater? So, so they're out here, they're sharing their journey, and you're welcome to post pictures and be on that same hashtag if you want, and maybe they'll see you in there. And so since there's so much traffic, where you really want to be is up at the top, right? This says top post. So if I look at the top post, I've got one with 10,500 likes. I've got one with 3,400 likes. This one here has got 1,700, 16,000, 5,000. So I think 17 is probably going to be the lowest. 1,800. Oh, here we go. So this one he posted 5 hours ago, 925 likes. And so what that means to you is that if you post a picture and you use hashtag weight loss journey in the picture, in the comments, and you have more than 925 likes, you're going to knock this guy out, and you're going to pop up in the top post. And so when you're there in that top post, that's where a lot of your traffic is going to come from, right? People just they'll kind of scroll this, they'll look at that, and they'll say, okay, well, what about this one? They'll click on losing weight, right? They'll click on weight loss motivation, and they'll want to see some motivating pictures. You'll see what people on weight loss motivation like, obviously, is the side-by-side pictures. And so if you have a side-by-side picture, you'll want to use weight loss motivation as one of your hashtags. All right, so again, this is good for finding people who you want to target. If you want to come in here and congratulate them and just engage with their profile where they get notifications from you, they're going to go over and see your profile, and there's like a reciprocal effect, right? If somebody comments on all of your pictures, you at least like look at them, right? Maybe it kind of draws a little curiosity. Maybe you comment, engage on their pictures too. If you can tell if they put some thought into it. If it was just like an emoji, maybe you don't care. But if it was a good comment, you're like, all right, yeah, I like this person. You kind of get pulled into their world. And so if you can use that little social boomerang effect that we have, that's how we get followers. One of the ways. Okay. So that's hashtags. The next thing is locations. So one of the things that you'll see on here, if we come back to the search, there's a thing called places. And so here I can see, okay, right here, the Lifetime Fitness. It's going to show the location, and here's all the people at this Lifetime Fitness that have posted a picture and used and tagged themselves in that location. Okay? So Lifetime Fitness is a perfect one because we were just talking about weight loss. Do you think these people are interested in weight loss? Probably not all of them, but maybe a good amount of them, right? And so this would be a good target. Okay, what do we know about Lifetime? We know that it's not the cheapest gym. So these are people that have a little bit, they have more money to spend. They're at the gym, so that means they're paying money monthly for fitness, right? I mean, BK, you're wanting to get into personal training. these people are paying money for, a lot of them are probably hiring personal trainers. They probably already have a personal trainer. Other ones are probably open to it. And other people, never really thought about it, but maybe one day, one of your posts hits them perfectly, and they're like, that's what I need. I need to hire BK, and he'll push me over the edge, and I'll be able to, hit my weight loss goal. All right, so location's good. Again, this one not so much for having them find you, but for targeting them. So if you guys could think of, yes ma'am.
How'd you get to location again?
Huh?
How'd you get to location?
So how I got to location again is the same little search button right here. So when you're in the search, if I want to search for, what's a location you might want to search for? Food. So if you search for actual food, so the top ones are going to come up, Food Network, then you got some hashtags, 138 million on the hashtag food porn. So then if we go to places, that's going to actually have the name food in it. So you might have to get a little bit more specific, like if you want to target a specific food place, like a Red Lobster, I don't know, Red Lobster. So here are some people who posted their picture at Red Lobster, right? So if you were a competing restaurant or you had some coupons, you sold discounts or something or whatever, here's people that posted their picture. So the way that I did that is I searched for it, but you see up at the top here,
Got it.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Places.
Okay.
So hashtags, these are people, so these are going to be the influencers that you're looking for, the hashtags, and then the location. Okay, then other users. So that would be the third place that we find people at. So you find them in hashtags, right? What hashtags are they on? Weight loss. You find them in locations. So if we're still targeting weight loss, go for the gym. And then if we're going to go for people, right? What would be like a weight loss? What is it? The Biggest Loser in that show?
Yeah.
Biggest, that's what it's called, right? Loser. Let's see what they got. Okay, so here's The Biggest Loser on ABC. So this would not be local, but this would be, oh, you can't see it, next week. 84,000 followers, or sorry, 88.4 thousand followers for The Biggest Loser. Now this isn't necessarily people that want to lose weight, this is more people that like that TV show. So that's probably a bad example.
Fit to fat to fit.
Fit to fat to fit, there you go. Fit to fat to fit. Does he not use the numbers too? Yeah, he does. Okay, cool. So here's a guy who, he was fit, and then he got fat, and then he got fit.